just like to echo what has been said. At Water High, where I retired in 2012, started a Hall of Fame, and they could learn a lot by what you've done here. It's going to the right place in the right way, and you should be commended. For me, this is an honor. I've known Stephen. We started out PE teacher student at Wilson. That relationship grew to coach and an athlete on a high school team, and has eventually developed into quite a friendship that I cherish. Honestly, on his accomplishments, we had lunch a few days ago and we were talking about it, and I told him the things that stuck with me more were the things that you took from the sport and what he brought to the sport, besides just his speed. So that's what I'd like to talk about. The accomplishments are plenty, they're on the wall. He is the fastest sprinter I ever coached in 35 years. His times in 1984 and 1985 and 1986 would be competitive today at the state level. Most of our training back then, as you would think, would be on a dirt track. A lot of our workouts took place on places like the overpass, or 8 o'clock runs in the morning with Stephen. It was a special time, and he brought things to our program that I try to instill in my programs throughout my career. Basically, I have 3 words. One is his attitude. Not long ago, I heard a basketball player, Blake Griffin, make a statement to which he said, if what you desire is greatness, you must enhance it with embracing the process. What does it take? Well, Stephen had that. The process was something that he enjoyed. I don't recall a day in practice where he didn't smile, and that was contagious. Positive, even when things possibly didn't go our way. But that attitude prevailed for a 4-year period, and it made a big difference on the team. Second is you gotta have heart. You're gonna have disappointments. You're gonna have times when things don't go your way, and they happen to him just like anyone else. But when you work so hard to obtain something and then just miss, it takes some heart to get yourself back together. And lastly, pride. He's a proud young man. That pride was part of our program. It was one of the best times of my coaching career. He's an awesome young man. He represents a lot that this community should be proud of.
Maybe.
Stephen Judd.
So dope.
Check. There it is. Thank you. I'm going to cheat with my iPad here because I've got a lot of people to thank, so hang on just 1 second.
Old people in electronics.
Thank you, Kelly. Track and field, how do I love thee? God, it was my life. I would eat, drink, breathe track and field. It was truly the best time of my life. So thank you so much for this incredible honor, recognizing track and field and my accomplishments while I was at my beloved Chowchilla High School. If you know anything about me, or if you are my Facebook friend, you know I still have crazy love for my school and all of the athletic programs. It was a mild spring day in the second grade at Fuller School Field Day when we realized I was really, really fast. I beat everybody pretty convincingly in just about everything. So, I was a little undersized and not your typical sprinter, but I knew at that moment, on that very day, track is what I was going to do. And I did it, and I was really good at it. And I know for sure, because, well, I'm here tonight, obviously, so I got this plaque. It's awesome. I'm just so very proud and honored. From a very young age, I just wanted to be the next Bruce Jenner. You know, we're talking about the old 1976 Montreal. Bruce Jenner. Not the current Bruce Jenner. Going off the deep end a little bit, but I was just a total track nut, and wanted to compete. I would race anyone, anytime. A very smart teacher named Lee Brock suggested to my mom, you should really think about getting that kid in the Junior Olympics. And so it began. But a person cannot reach a high level of success without help along the way, so I'd like to thank a few people that helped me along the way. Oscar Dragon, also a member of the CAF Hall of Fame, coached me in my early days in the Junior Olympics and helped me capture a state championship and break a national record that stood for 13 years. He was a huge inspiration to me in those early days. Former NFL player, guy was just awesome. I'd like to thank the community of Chowchilla for their support during my track career. This town responded in a huge way when fundraisers were taking place and donations were needed to send me to faraway destinations for the Junior Olympics to represent Chowchilla in Madera County. I'd like to thank our awesome field events coach, Bobby Pryor. He couldn't make it tonight, but he had all of us in the gym pumping iron, doing strength training to ensure we'd be ready for the long track season. He was a very vital piece of our teams and was one of the reasons we were so successful in the 80s. I'd like to thank my track and field teammates who helped me win league individual championships and most importantly, the team league championships that were so hard to come by in those days. My training partners, John Ford, Lloyd Pratt, who pushed me hard every day to be my best, also voted me captain to lead them into battle. I'd like to thank Vince Brooks, who gave me his track nickname, the White Knight. When I came in as a freshman, I could see right away that our varsity team would need numbers and a lot more bodies to win a team championship. So if you don't know how track and field works, you really need to have several people at every event to score points. So those kids on the team that secured those second and third place finishes were a very important part of championships and all of the invitationals that we won. So even if you have a few standouts on a team that are constantly winning their race, they get 5 points for first place. But the second and third place finishers accumulate 4 points. So you can see how vital it was to have a large team. So I became the ambassador for track and field and recruited everyone I knew to come out for track and field. I stole several great players from the baseball team, which was not a popular move with the baseball coaches, but it worked. We had one of the largest turnouts, if not the largest turnout in school history. It was right around 80 athletes leading up to my senior year. Our track team had some amazing athletes that are already in this Hall of Fame for other sports, but they were also amazing track athletes as well. Rich Bartleski, who was a championship disc and shot thrower. Stacy Carnegie, who was a championship high jumper and hurdler. The Brown sisters were championship sprinters and jumpers, and I know there's a few more I'm missing. But being a part of the CUHS track teams was probably the best time of my life. Although I had some success college track and some of my football adventures, I do consider the 4 years on the varsity high school track team to be the crown jewel of my athletics career. I have to thank our track coach, Paul Sherlock. He was and is the best track coach in the history of CUHS. We would have never climbed out of the cellar and dominate track in the 80s without his hard work and passion for the sport. I'm not sure what he earned as a track coach, probably nothing. Or if he was paid at all, I don't know, but it really doesn't matter how much it was, it definitely was not enough. I mean, he poured everything he had into our teams. He had us running at least 2 meets during the week and an invitational almost every weekend. I mean, it didn't matter where. San Francisco, Coalinga, Fresno, Turlock, Bakersfield. We traveled far and wide to compete against the best and to compete against anybody who would take us on. He was much more than a coach to me. He was and is a treasured friend, and he always will be. He ironically is being inducted into the Atwater High School Hall of Fame this year in April for his outstanding coaching career. So let's give him a hand for the big congratulations. Like you mentioned, he has recently retired from teaching and coaching and is enjoying every minute of it. I'm very proud of him. His passion for coaching track and field is very contagious, and he made you want to be on the team, and it was serious business. You know when your coach is serious about your success when he shows up at your house at 6:30 in the morning on Christmas vacation and says, "Let's go, we're going running." And yes, that really happened. It was very cold and very foggy morning also, if you remember. But I'm glad he did. That just goes to show you what kind of coach we had and how lucky we were to have him. I need to thank my parents, Craig and Sally Judd, for their never-ending support during my career. You really don't realize how much your parents sacrifice for you until you get older and have kids of your own. Every time I needed new cleats or spikes or whatever I needed to play, I would have it. I want to thank them for driving me to every practice or meet out of town, and following the track team to wherever we were that day. I'd like to thank my dad in particular for pushing me hard and motivating me every day. He really wanted me to succeed and compete at the top level. My dad built a long jump in our backyard. That's how serious he was about it. He had a custom designed body harness made for me so I could pull car tires behind me to train in the off season. Really funny story about that. I was 11 or 12 and it was summer, and like every other summer, everyone was playing baseball or goofing off at the high school. I was pulling a tire. As I was pulling my tire, I hear friends yelling at me to grab my glove and come play. And I hear my friend James Goethe yell, "Stevie Judd cannot come play. His dad is making pull a tire down the railroad tracks." But that was most of my summers. But I'd like to thank my dad for making me drink that awful protein drink and those packs of 9 vitamins every day. Although I hated it, I knew we were doing the right thing. I knew it was helping. It was helping me gain an additional edge no one else had. So thank you, Pops. I'd like to thank my wife, Wendy, and my son, Avery, who never got to see me run, but they get the pleasure of hearing all my track stories from me. And everyone else who did get to see me run. I know they get tired of hearing, about them, but I appreciate them acting excited and proud when they do that. I can't count how many times my son has had to answer the awkward question, "Are you as fast as your dad?" or "Are you fast like your dad?" At first he would just say, no. And after a few years of answering the same question over and over, he just decided to answer the question with, "Well, nobody's really as fast as my dad," so, which they would say, good point. I'd like to thank the Chowchilla Athletic Foundation for this incredible honor, especially Madeline Davis for the nomination this year. Thank you, Madeline. This organization is one of the best things that has ever happened to Chowchilla. This Hall of Fame is amazing and showcases and remembers the incredible athletes to walk the campus of Chowchilla High and beyond. Its fundraising for CUHS sports is something that was so badly needed. We are truly blessed to have this organization in our town. Please continue to support them. So play at their golf tournaments, play at their poker tournaments, and anything else they put on through the year. It's creeping up on 30 years since I graduated, and I can't believe some of the school records that I broke individually and that our relay teams broke still stand. It's mind-blowing. And I can't wait to see who finally does break them, because after all, records are meant to be broken. In the future, I'd like to see an all-weather track at Chowchilla High School.
Yeah.
Is that the budget, Ronnie? Not the budget at this time, but
We'll take those donations.
right. Sell some more cakes, man. We can do this. I'd like to see some new passion for track and field. Maybe a few more track championships in the future for our school, because after all, it just takes a few track nuts like me, to make it happen. I'd like to thank my friends and family for being here tonight to celebrate this wonderful honor. I'd like to congratulate Daryl and JR as well. And tonight I'm sharing this honor with all my track and field teammates. And I will leave you with some very wise words from a very wise man named Craig Judd. He would always use these words to motivate me and my teammates at every game or track meet. Do good, and I'll buy you a hot dog.
On behalf of the Chowchilla Athletic Foundation, welcome to the 2014 induction class.